What's up, everybody?
Yeah, just fucking rub it in.
Ariel trolling on the chat.
Rub it in. Yep, thanks a lot for that. So, welcome everybody to the DLP Agenda chat. Looking good tonight. And okay. Oh,
Whoops.
sorry, turn this down real quick.
It was on me.
We got Patreon Paloozas coming up July 8th. This one might have, I think, at this count, twice as much content as the last one.
It's coming together.
Considering right before we came down, Rob stumbled backwards into 3 new podcasts.
Yeah, little mini ones.
Do you want to give the title out and it's all we'll say?
It's called Here's Why We're Hard.
We're each doing one. You'll do one. Joe will do one. I will do one.
Mm-hmm.
So look for 3 special little, like, instead of this being like a big double bacon cheeseburger, they're gonna be little sliders.
Yeah,
little,
there you go.
Tiny bite-sized
Sliders.
Yes.
There is one we won't have. I don't believe we'll have the Chris Restivo show again.
I don't believe we will.
I don't
that
think he'll be on.
sucks.
Unless somehow Eric can kind of.
Eric has a way over him. Now,
All
Eric
right.
just did email me an emergency World War III related sauna talk. So,
Really?
yes, maybe.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like actual World War III, or when
I-
Chris finds out who's doing
All I
Christ
know is it's
Restivo?
World War III related. So,
All right.
yes.
All right.
Which, does anybody have an idea who that is? Sorry to get inside baseball. Apparently, someone out there is impersonating great friend of the show, Chris Restivo,
Great American.
with a character called Christ Restivo.
Which
It
is
is not us.
I
brilliant.
do. I'm pretty sure it's Tom Myers.
I would take credit for it.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I would probably stick those 2 against each other.
Mhm.
Let that wildfire burn itself out. But yes, get ready. July 8th, new
Mhm.
episodes of all your favorite podcasts, surprises, relaunches of old ones, some people that you've never even heard of before are going to be
Yeah.
on this thing. And the freshly whipped up out of the kitchen.
Adjust Justin is coming.
Just Justin's already done. Challenge. I challenge you to make it to the end of the next Just Justin.
What does that mean?
It's
Without
very
busting.
Andy Kaufman.
Okay.
You will not come.
Okay.
You will not come.
Are you reading from the Grapes of Wrath?
It's going to be hard to make it to the end.
All right.
Okay. I felt like the Rob Pod is getting a little. Maybe is it getting too?
No,
I haven't
turn it
jumped
off.
the shark. Okay.
Can't turn it off.
right.
Between I listen to the Patreon episodes of Rob Pod, Same Church, Different Pew, as No One Asked for This with Carl Hahn, where I just can't turn it off.
Oh, I love.
I can't turn it off.
There's a new Carl. I'm up there too as of last week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, where
It's
he hates the
intense.
weather. That one.
Yes,
yeah.
Where he's literally
Yes.
angry at God and
Yeah.
the weather, but yours, man, I don't want to give away too terribly much, but I am now doubling, tripling down on you being, of the couple of perverts here, you're almost romantically perverted. You have a romantic perversion.
I think, yeah.
like where
I like
Joe
that
and I
saying.
like titties and pussies.
Yeah.
You like hearts.
Yeah.
You like a
Gross.
heart.
Yeah.
Ew,
Yeah.
yuck.
I
I
thought it
like
was
making
gross.
someone feel good.
I think you're right about that. And on paper, that might sound like a better thing, but maybe it isn't. I don't know. Maybe it's probably easier to get titties and pussy than a full heart. That seems harder to grasp.
Yeah, you're deep sea fishing for marlin. Joe and I are trying to get just frogs out of the
Yeah,
river.
and they're easy. They're right.
Wait,
The frogs
there's
are right
one
there.
fucking
Yeah.
scoop it up. Meanwhile, you're trying to trident a fucking whale with what
Right.
you're doing.
Without saying too much, there is someone I feel like I should pursue because there's a lot of box checking that goes on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With someone who I've never spoken about.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she's available. I guess I should find that out. But it happened organically, which is what I speak about, wanting that. And she's a smoke show, which I also speak about wanting that.
Which
as
is
well.
why I can't wait for.
You're not
Here's
talking
why
about my
we're hard.
ex-wife,
What?
are
you? I am,
Okay,
I am.
yes, we're
Yes.
talking about Katie.
That's how it organically
Yes,
happened. Yes.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a special.
I am not
edition.
talking about Katie.
Here's
No.
why Sheila's hard. Yeah. Can't wait.
Yes.
Sheila.
Hey, here's a quick. Sorry.
Sheila is married, but that's
Yes.
for the listeners.
very spoken
That's
for.
my very first wife.
Very spoken
All right.
for.
Should I reach out to Sheila for doing a Patreon Palooza episode?
That's a platinum. That's behind a $50 wall.
Maybe you should.
No, just our dearest shoemakers of the world dropping 50
Yeah.
a month. They get that. No one else.
Here's why you were wrong the first time.
Here's the first time you were wrong. And here's why you're a millionaire now. So hey,
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, hey, guys.
Quick little something about the children. I come home and my older son's there, and he goes, Ev's making money.
Go
I go,
on.
What? Because I pull up and I don't see anything outside, but apparently Evan went and started himself a business. I got home today, by the way, at about 2:45. Okay, so he had a lot of time, woke up, And when you were a kid, and you know his age, 9 turning 10 in February or December. What was a money-making thing you did as a kid?
Robbie and I had a candy stand.
Brilliant.
We'd go to the Kmart.
Yep.
We'd buy candy.
Bulk candy and sell it for
at
retail.
50%. Yep, we'd do that.
I sold candy in school, actually.
Yeah, they gave you the thing where you sold the candy, and if you sold so much, you got to
I
pick
just
from
bought
like prizes.
Bought it and then sold it at a.
Oh, did you
were
really?
the guy with the fucking trench
Yeah.
coat. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you want a crackle?
raisinette?
What do you think?
Yeah,
What are you
anything,
trying to get a mouse?
100
If you give me your heart, I'll give you a Snickers bar.
Oh my God! Yes, give you a 0. Yeah, the popcorn. You had the lemonade stands, pretty classic.
Mowing lawns.
As I got a little bit older,
Mhm.
I mowed lawns.
Mhm.
I remember when I went to buy a copy of Mortal Kombat for the Sega Genesis. I didn't eat lunch for about 2 weeks, which
Mhm.
saved me $2.75 a day in lunch,
Adds
and I
up.
mowed lawns for $5 to $10, depending on who I got. And eventually, I bought that game. Evan made $20 today.
Whoa.
$20. He had $20 in his hand.
It's a good haul.
He had a very nice haul.
Is
Very
he
nice haul.
drawing? Is he good? Is he good artist?
No, he's not a good
Oh,
artist.
So are we guessing what the business is?
What do you
Is that
think
we're
he
doing?
would? Yes. And I
Okay.
can assure you, you've never heard of a child doing this.
Okay. Is he selling a tangible item?
Yes,
Okay. Is he making this item?
he's not.
Okay.
Is he taking items out of your home and
Yes.
selling? So he's essentially having a yard sale.
Yes.
With the items that you use. In
Yes.
Your home.
Hey, where's our remote control? Well, we don't have that, but I
Is he
have
selling
$3.
kitchen items?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, is he selling video games of yours?
No, I wouldn't be here tonight. Oh, no, there'd be a
Like
fill-in.
some sort of art, decor,
No. Mm-mm.
clothes.
He's selling my clothes. Evan sold.
I got some vintage tees over here.
Evan,
Who wants Fugazi?
he laid out a bunch of my t-shirts earlier
Yeah.
that I was trying to organize. I have way too many t-shirts, and we're going to do a Purple Heart donation. And I'm starting to go through, like, I'm keeping this, I'm getting rid of that,
Yeah.
I'm keeping this, I'm
Spring
getting rid of
cleaning.
that. Well, we had to clean out the closet anyways because the house is being rebuilt, and I got new carpet going in, so we had to clean everything out of the closet. So I went and be like, okay, this is the keep pile, this is the get rid of pile. It's like promotional shirts, shit like that. And he sold for $5 a piece 4 shirts from the keep pile.
From the
So-
keep
From the
pile.
keep pile.
What's gone?
I got rid of my one of my favorite with the it's not a badger, it's like a weasel or something. Like, let's eat some garbage and get hit by a car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he
That's
sold
gone for 5.
he sold my RoboCop standing next to Nixon.
Oh,
That's gone. That's gone.
I've seen that on you many
A
a time.
lot of times, love wearing it. He sold one that had Contra on it.
I'm sure the kid who bought it is a big Nixon and RoboCop.
Yeah,
fan.
clearly. And he sold one that said pasta salad.
Okay.
Those are gone.
So, but these were in your rotation
These
of
were
wearing.
in my rotation of wearing. He sold them to strangers in my neighborhood.
He
which
didn't
means,
sell your that sounds gay. I'm in. He
No,
didn't say-
God,
okay.
no, I got rid of that years ago.
Okay.
I actually put that up for a donation. So somewhere there's sounds gay. Are
Some
you
third world kid is wearing
someone in my neighborhood I'm going to see wearing this
the
fucking
RoboCop Nixon.
Someone's gonna have them all.
No, I want you to try to buy it back.
I want it back. I'm like, give you 10 for it.
No,
Give it back to me. I
yeah.
want that fucking RoboCop shirt back.
Yeah.
I want that. If I lose the other 3, I don't care. The Contra one was too tight.
Yeah.
I would like the RoboCop one.
Would
Do
you
they-
knock on a door?
If I see someone wear it and walk into
But
their
aren't these
house, I'm
kids? How big are these kids he's selling them to?
they probably sold them to adults. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't even ask
They
him.
have them laid out on a table out front.
No, he laid them out on my retaining wall, and he made a sign. He showed me. He took it out of the trash
$5
can.
a shirt.
Yes, $5 a shirt. He had them crumpled up, and I guess Gab thought like, oh
Yeah.
no, that's the giveaway pile. They had their piles fucked up and sold 4 shirts I like and made himself $20.
So
I let him keep the
they're
20.
They're in your neighborhood.
They're
These
in the
shirts,
neighborhood, and by the way, they're people that walk. I don't have a road you drive down casually.
They have to walk.
You
it.
need to drive down my road purposefully.
Yes.
So these are people that are taking a walk and going, "Oh shit, this kid's selling shirts."
So you have to see. They also had to have cash on them. That's rare. So
Rare,
you're
rare.
gonna have to
No, he
look
has a
for
square
people-
reader.
Yeah,
What-
jeez, Evan's got a touchpad. Yeah, I take Apple Pay and Cash App.
What I would do is even if you're not on your road and in your neighborhood, if you see somebody walking a dog,
Yeah,
because why else are they gonna? They probably have a dog.
I got to pull a gun on him. I'm like, give me that fucking shirt back, man.
So-
okay, or give me the dog.
Let me ask you:
Is
did
this
you-
is
I'll
there
take
a
the dog.
lesson here? Was there a teachable moment? Did you spend this in a way where you're thinking of making money? That's good, but you didn't. I mean, it's not like it's kind of cool. that
I
he did
applaud his
this.
ingenuity.
Exactly.
I
But
applaud
what'd you
it.
say?
I was like, buddy, those weren't yours to sell. They were for donation for people that need them.
yeah.
And also, you took from the wrong pile. It would be like, how every now and then you're aging out of clothes and we give them to your cousins that are, growing up.
Yeah.
And he said,
it's like, but it just stared at me. He had that blank 9-year-old.
He's like, I've got $20. I'm rich. I can move out now.
Dude, you gave me a Switch too. You can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
What you just did.
Yeah.
That's what most of our listeners think is the best thing that you can do when you parent.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You won the poll.
Yeah.
You won the poll. It's the best father.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
That
Thank
behavior.
you. Daddy
Yes.
Justin.
That's
right.
what they want.
Yeah.
That's the teachable lesson
I was trying to do
that
a
you
lesson.
just gave. That's what people would rather have than anything else.
What shows references is on our Patreon. Again,
Yeah.
These polls are available to any member. You can be a free member.
Ariel says crackhead Evan. We call
So
Yeah.
patreon.com/the DLP agenda.
Yeah.
On Father's Day, who's your daddy? You got to
Uh-huh.
pick one to be your dad. I have made the selections: Joe, Justin, myself, Eric, and Tommy. Justin is winning with 40%, followed by Eric 33%, Joe at 10%,
And I
Tommy
voted for
and I
myself.
at 8%.
The most reluctant of all fathers is winning.
I'm so fucking pissed about this. Okay. Look,
It's becoming a bit to shit on you.
look.
It
I'm-
really is
when did I
becoming
become
this
the
big.
villain? But
I
here's
This
the
don't
thing.
one
know.
Joe's actually upset about.
You're
Well,
kind of
yes,
getting shit on.
I've actually raised my one child
Yeah.
owns a home, makes 6 figures,
Mhm.
drives I've done it.
Yeah.
I've actually raised productive members of society
Mhm.
that are out there killing it. Not that you're not a good father. Why? Because you saw a video of Eric buying his daughter a Switch. He's a better fucking father
Well,
than me.
I thought there could be some recency
Ugh.
bias with that. Well, what about me? I'm going to spoil you. You're
Yeah.
my first kid.
Yeah.
But in their defense, look, Brittany goes, here we go. Look, I'm actually a father who
Yeah.
raised kids all the way. I'm
Yeah.
the only case study in this entire thing. I'm talking with Tommy.
I'm about halfway through.
He's never had a kid.
Neither have I, but that may help us. We're going to spoil the kid.
You could be
We've
the fun
waited.
friend dad.
Yes.
But you already know.
Pam, by the way, Pam said she picked me because we'll go on trips together. Pam, I'm not bringing anybody on these trips.
That would have been, had we
My
added
kid
to the
stays
poll,
home.
Sean would have been the dad.
Well, that's why I didn't put him in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Van Arsdale said Eric and Justin are fun dads.
Yeah.
I was a fucking fun dad.
I'm a
Matter
really
of
fun
fact,
dad.
I used to walk in,
Wow.
throw them up in the air, and then the other person in the house would do the raising.
Yeah.
Right? I was a fun dad.
So
But-
you feel, is that the new poll? Who's wrong the most by these polls? Me, Tommy, or you?
Oh, I'm
Clearly
definitely
you.
wrong the
You get a
most.
fucking house.
I'm-
on these
here's
things.
the only
You take
time
it bad.
you literally have an example of what the results are. It's the
Yeah.
only time it's happened.
Yeah.
These guys are still, look, I know Justin's a good dad. I know Eric's a good dad, but they're still in the middle of this process. You never know what's going to happen.
Right.
No, Evan's gonna get
Yeah,
badly burned.
Evan could be a serial killer, right? He could neglect him. We don't know this yet.
He uses the
this-
color red a
He's
lot.
he's already stealing things.
Wow,
so,
yeah, he's already stealing my shit. First
Yeah.
it's clothing, next it's food, eventually it's medicine.
Yes,
okay?
the only thing we know is that he's a thief.
Yeah.
That's the only thing
He's
we
a
know. We
thief.
know about
He's
him.
making money for some venture I know nothing of. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this
No,
is the kid that
didn't-
once said his favorite pizza topping was knife.
I don't love it.
You
I
don't
don't.
love
I
it?
don't. I
Well,
don't love it. I don't
Sorry,
love it.
you know what? That's the poll. They want Justin to be their
Yeah.
dad. So the other poll I put up, you referenced.
This
that,
was heavy, dude. I told the missus
Yeah.
about this, and it kind of blew her hair back some. But I feel this one you were more allied with than the
Yeah.
daddy one.
No, I won.
Yes.
My decision won.
Yes.
Should Joe has yet to tell Gramps that he and Katie are divorcing, and I asked should he tell, and 54% said no.
54.
Mhm.
So
Now someone had a great point, which made me that he might then want to move in with
yeah,
you.
that was Pam, right? She
so
brought up a good
shit,
point.
good point,
so
Pam.
you can't have that happen.
No, hell
Brittany
no.
also brought up. She said, "Hey," she goes, "I wouldn't tell him, but I also wouldn't lie."
I agree. Yeah.
Which that's fair. I don't have a problem.
I'm
with
not
that.
a lying by omission type. Just don't bring it up.
What is he going to say? Are you guys still married?
No, he's
doesn't
gonna
even-
say when you get together for Thanksgiving, where's Katie or
right,
something.
right. I'm gonna right now.
Just keep saying upstairs.
He keeps saying to me, "How's she doing?"
Great.
And I'm saying she's doing fine. Now, is that a lie? I don't know how she's doing. I assume she's doing fine.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I assume she's doing fine, but I'm not interested in whatever a guy who doesn't know who Gandhi is. I'm not interested in getting his sage advice on my relationship.
Your father's how old again?
He'll be 83
He'll
in
be
December.
83.
Mhm.
I was shocked when I heard, but as the dust settled mentally, I agree.
No,
I agree.
I came around. To
And
it.
I came around to it being that this is a guy at that age, a child, an elderly person, or someone with autism. You need normalcy. You need
Mhm.
Yeah.
consistency to rock his world, and I may be being a bit theatric with that term, but to really roll a grenade into him right now is going to do him no good. It'll do you no good. I don't think he's going to make any changes to his will and testament. If he
wouldn't know
passes
how
away,
to do
Could
that.
we
Yes.
hire an actress to play Katie?
yes, and I feel like you still got a pretty good relationship with DeWanda. Fucking have
I
her
need a-
just be Katie.
I need a favor.
Did you ever
Yeah.
see the episode where Jim hired his Asian friend to pretend to be him and changed all the photos in the building to make Dwight go crazy?
Yes.
Thinking he's wait, is Jim an Asian?
We
the
get
entire time?
Asian Jim as a team now
Yes.
in the office trivia.
We
line.
get Mario, and we just put a long brown wig on him. By the way, a quick aside, might have a fun Mario involvement for Patreon.
100%.
All we'll say,
Yeah.
you're going to absolutely love it.
Dave Dennis, we're going to be coming to you for some images soon.
But I'm with you. I was nice to see you had some people that are usually naysayers of yours go, I get it. It's
Mhm.
not going to do any good. I never even thought about it until Pam brought it up. The likelihood of him maybe going,
Yeah.
oh, well, break me the fuck out of here and let's boy up. That's it. Let's turn this place into Kappa Phi Delta. Fuck no.
Yeah, no, that would really,
That would destroy
not be
you.
good. Yeah,
no,
that would.
no way.
Is there any chance that Katie might just reach out and say, "Hey, it's been wonderful having you as a father-in-law,"
No,
or was some sort of something where she
No.
would, okay,
I think she's
she's dead enough talking to him in her
off
life.
doing her own
She's
thing.
not interested in having
Okay.
that
I
conversation.
think she's
All right.
her and Dante are super happy, so we're going to keep them. Just let them do their thing. Okay, that's an agenda I'm going to be pushing. Is Katie's dating a gigantic black guy named
Yeah,
Dante.
yeah.
Hey,
All
I'm gonna roll with what I have here because
Yeah.
I just
Please.
got a text.
Mhm.
I asked Jackson to tell me when he was here.
Okay.
Okay.
Jackson, as you guys know, is
Mhm.
my midshipman. I need to confront him with something, but first I'm going to tell
Oh.
you guys about it.
Okay.
All right.
In the mail,
How old is Jackson?
Jackson's 19.
All right.
Oh shit! I know what that is.
I get this.
I've gotten those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Now,
shit!
I've gotten these before. They're not usually. What do you usually pay when you
Keep
get
the
one
back
these?
of that to the camera, by the way.
Sorry.
No,
What
you're
do you-
fine. You're fine.
What do you usually get when you? What do these usually cost? This is the
That is a
ticket.
speeding ticket.
It's a speeding ticket.
75, $100.
Anywhere I've had as little as 40, as much as 70. In the city, they can
Mm.
be 70 to 80. But
Oh.
yeah, usually about 40.
Oh, well, this one's $181.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
right. Because
was
this
it in a work
this
zone?
fucker was going 16 over in a work
Let
zone.
me see.
Okay.
16 over.
16 over.
16 over what?
16
Like
over.
41 and a 25.
16 over in a work zone.
Okay.
He was doing 71 and a 55.
Oh, hey, I
Okay.
know that car.
Right? In a work zone.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I get it. And I'm like, when
Wait.
the fuck was I in Delaware?
Okay. So, this is your car.
It's my car.
So it's your ticket.
I was like, I know
it's
this car.
my ticket.
Yes.
I didn't know he drove the same car you did.
So I'm like, and I'm looking at this thing going, Delaware. I was thinking I was in Ocean City. I'm trying to think, what the fuck is this?
Did you know he was in Delaware?
And yeah, I loaned him my car.
Okay.
He took it to Philadelphia to go see George Strait and Chris Stapleton
Gotcha.
Okay.
and
Right?
some other
All right.
person or whatever.
Yeah.
And while he's coming back, look what time it is.
Let's take
Look
a
what
look
time it
here.
is.
Yeah.
Do you see the time?
That is 3:30 a.m.
Yeah.
3:30
God
a.m.
damn.
Then you know it's not you.
He's
Hauling
blowing
ass.
through a
Yeah.
work zone.
Yeah.
He gets a $181 ticket. I need to tell this fucker, I'm not paying for that.
Hey, that sounds like a bullshit work zone at 3:30 in the morning.
Look,
Yeah.
whether or not it's a money grab or
Yeah.
not, what the hell? $200?
Have you talked to the other parent, Mario, about how to handle this situation?
No, I haven't talked to Mario.
Okay.
Mario's actually out right now, but
Mm.
but
AZZETR69. AZZ.
Whoa, what are you reading? License plate?
Azeater69. I got it. I got it. Clever. I never figured it out until I actually got a chance to read it.
But-
Okay.
but
All right.
Jackson's here.
Okay. Why don't we do this?
Yeah.
Why don't we try to let's take a break here,
Okay.
sponsors, then we'll get Jackson down here. Deal?
Okay, yeah.
Let's do it.
Be right back.
So
All right.
Brittany just said, "Hey everybody, get ready for Fun Dad Joe."
Yeah.
Oh well,
Yeah.
no, Justin would just pay for it. Which he probably would.
Yeah.
Let me
Here
try
you
and
go.
get him.
And
Ariel
here's the
says we get to see
PlayStation
Joe's
5.
parenting in live
Let me-
time.
yeah,
Oh,
right.
hell yeah.
Maybe you'll
Okay.
change your vote.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a knee on this. I want to see you parent.
Hey,
Parent.
Jackson.
Jackson,
Jackson.
come on down.
Here he comes.
I hear him.
Jesus. Yeah. Here
By
I'm
the way,
stomping.
ladies,
Yeah.
Be prepared.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
think Mario's? Wait till you see this fucking
Jesus.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a
Seriously.
dreamboat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're about to record an episode of Here's Why You're Damp.
Oh God, here
Yeah.
wait, look
Oh,
at the
yeah.
comments.
Look at the,
Yeah.
the
Ah, here
stairs
he
are
is.
bending. Ah, yeah.
Jackson,
Sit
have a
right
seat.
there, my
Jackson,
friend.
have a seat right here. Wave to everybody. Make sure you're in the shot
There
here.
he is
Yeah.
right there.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Here he comes.
Yeah. Here he is. Put those headphones
And this
on.
is a shirts optional podcast.
Yes. Mhm.
There we are.
What's up, bro?
Scoot in on Rob a little
Yeah,
bit. there,
scoot in a
Hanson.
little
Get
bit
this
so we can
way.
get
There
you in
you
there.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
There we are.
How look at
Hold
Ariel
on.
with her tongue out. Look at these guys. Relax over there, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sound okay
He's
over there, bud?
19 years old, all right?
There
Good
we go.
Lord.
Jackson, where are you just coming from, bud?
I just came from workouts.
Just coming from work. What
Yeah.
kind of day was it?
Here,
Shoulders,
get up on the mic a little bit.
shoulders and dick.
Nah, it was. We had our little football practice and conditioning after.
Gotcha. What's your bench?
285.
Fuck you. From the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
For how
What do
many?
you squat, man?
495.
Double fuck you.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
This
All
kid
right.
is just built. You're just a different species of human. How are you? Okay. And this is a this is an Andy Haynes joke, so I give him credit for it.
Ariel said he's a baby pamps, but
Hey,
he's legal.
but if
Chris
anybody-
Carlheim said would.
Would, yeah. If
Yeah.
anybody ever has questions about what gender means,
Mhm.
how is this guy and us considered to be men?
Okay.
Clearly,
we're not living the same life.
him are on a spectrum.
Yeah,
and he's on the
right.
dude end of it.
All right.
Okay, yes.
So
yes,
we
you
didn't
and
just
Chris are both
we didn't bring
boys.
it down here just to show you off.
No,
but,
no,
you know,
right.
but
I got
Joe-
something here, Jackson. I need to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Okay. It
Yeah.
came in the mail. Now I've gotten these before.
Mm.
Yeah.
Usually they're for tolls.
Take it away, Papa Joe.
Unpaid tolls.
Fun Dad Joe. we
Okay.
call him.
It looks like. Do you remember when you went to when you borrowed my car to go to the George Strait Chris
Mhm.
Stapleton concert? Remember that? Remember how
Yeah.
kind I was? I
Uh-oh.
said, "Feel free, take
Yeah.
the car." Right?
Yeah.
You said I'm not going to be back. Matter of fact, you weren't going to be back so late that you were in Delaware at 3:30 in the morning, which means you didn't get here till about 4:30, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I heard like 5. Yeah.
Yeah. mhm.
His pronouns are Jack and Jack.
Well, you got $181. I can't show the camera that.
Yeah.
$181 ticket
Workout.
blowing
work
through
zone.
a work zone.
Were you
Yeah.
being chased?
Yeah, what's the hurry?
Were you running?
If you want to
No.
get home but
Had
at
to
5:30 versus 5.
Had to shit. Had to shit. That's a had to
Just
shit
tired.
Yeah, now I don't know that it's funny because when I saw it, I'm like, there's a space. I don't want to flip it around where
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can say, look, here it is. It wasn't me.
You can dispute it.
And you
Yeah.
can literally but in order to put Jackson's name in there, I have to get it notarized.
Yeah, I'm not doing all
Now,
that.
did you
Yeah.
have any idea this happened?
No.
Okay.
What would be nice, and you guys can help because there's a lot of people right now trying to source this Kickstarter at GoFundMe.
Mhm.
$181 additional dollars in Patreon
I'll
money
tell you
might
what.
pay
That's
for
true.
this ticket.
I'll make you a deal. If we can get $181 in Patreon money,
Either new
Right.
or upping your
upping your
monthly.
or new,
Yes.
then you don't have to pay for this.
Okay.
But otherwise, you
$181.
do. You're paying for this thing. By
Let's
the way,
make this the goal for Patreon
all right,
Palooza.
that's
Yes.
fair. That's
the
fair.
speeding ticket edition.
That's fair.
We're
That's fair.
paying a young man's
I
legal
could just
fees.
put it up to purchase. You could buy something.
Brilliant. or
I could
use the
create-
Venmo Justin98 Rock. Justin98 Rock on Venmo, or we can go through the
Well,
Patreon route and pay his
Yeah,
tab.
Jackson, why don't you tell people why we should raise this money on your
I
behalf?
don't. I wouldn't not pay for it. Like, I mean,
Oh,
No, let's game
That's
the
smart.
system.
No,
Yeah,
but he's
yeah.
doing the right thing.
tell him. Yeah, tell him
He's
how.
saying that you would pay for it.
I would. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you?
But I mean, a free ticket. I mean, that's kind of nice if I don't have to pay for it.
Sure.
Jackson,
Yeah.
you don't need to tell us. You
Yeah.
need
Yeah,
to tell
talk
them.
to the
Yes.
audience.
Tell them.
yeah.
Talk to the
Tell them,
ladies
Jackson.
specifically.
Okay, and
That's
do it
it.
while stretching.
Yes.
Do it
Can
while
you do it with your shirt
Yeah.
off?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can. Yes.
yes, you can and should. All right.
Jackson
You should do everything with
actually-
your shirt off. Actually, You should-
Jackson actually got it. You know, I'm getting a 4th midshipman.
You told me.
Yeah.
All the height, weight, and stats.
Yeah.
And now,
Mhm.
so Jackson's like, hey,
Speaking
I
of
have a-
Dante,
I have
Yeah.
a buddy
Yeah.
who wants he needs a sponsor. And I'm like,
you're
oh.
a fan of Derrick Henry, right?
I'm like, okay, I'll be a sponsor. And but you know, I'm running out of room.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
you
don't
only
have any
so much
more
bunk
room.
space, so much
So
barrack space.
I did say that I'll do it, but if in case it never happens, right?
Yes.
Has there ever been more than one mid
Never.
here?
Never.
I said he's gonna have to sleep on the couch. But I believe give me his dimensions, this new guy.
He's probably 6'2.5",
Okay.
Okay, tall fella.
6'3", Probably 295
Okay.
pounds.
Okay,
Big
he's,
boy.
he's an
Great.
O-lineman.
Plays
Big
O
boy.
line.
Yeah,
That
okay.
means there's nothing I can
Mhm.
do if he decides that he doesn't
This is
like
my
the
house
things
now.
that are right.
If he just comes to you and goes,
I just
well,
give him
this
the
is
you
my
know,
house now.
The
Okay.
O-lineman's job is to protect the quarterback.
Uh-huh,
You are the quarterback.
exactly.
Maybe this guy should pay for the speeding ticket.
What do you do? He seriously sits down with you and goes, "Joe, I want to talk to you, Joe. I've renamed the dogs.
I'll say, guess that's
Yeah.
their name.
That's Pumpkin and Cupcake
Right.
now. Okay,
Now,
No, I own these dogs.
that's Casey and JoJo. Those are my dogs. Now.
Mike Stork, comedian friend of ours, has a story that I always have him retell where he went to visit some friends in Ocean City. And they were just staying at this guy's house. And there was this giant guy that he referred to as Zeus. And the guy was just at this party. And Mike says to the guy that lives there, he's like, who's this guy? He goes, he just showed up to a party once and he hasn't left. He's been here for like 3 weeks. Yeah. He's just took over. Because those people were afraid
Can
of
you
him.
imagine
This
that
could happen to you, Joe.
If that happened at your house,
Yeah.
That's right. I think that's a Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
though. Am
That
I
did
right about
happen to
that?
Justin.
Yep.
I think
Be
that's
sure
a
to
Can't talk
subscribe
about
to the
that.
I
Patreon.
think that's a Patreon.
where a
yeah.
man lived with me for
Yeah.
4 days.
Yeah.
That to this day we don't know who he was.
No.
but there was a man at my house back in January.
That was
Give that a
good way
listen.
to start the year.
Yeah,
Yes.
great
No,
stuff.
no. I love Jackson. He's my boy. He's good. He's
How
good.
about this? I got $20 on it. Okay.
Yeah, I got 20
actually no.
too.
Evan has $20 on
There
it.
you go. Now, while we have you here, Jackson, do you want to talk about what it's like having
Yeah, what's it
Joe
like?
being your
Yeah, what's it like living
called?
here?
Sponsor? Or, I don't
It's great. He does care but doesn't care, so I get to do a lot of fun stuff.
know.
He does.
He gives you enough
Yeah.
rope to hang yourself.
Yeah.
Type thing. What about Mama Mario? How's she?
Mario was awesome too.
Now, compare Mario and Katie. Which one was
Hey man, Mario cooks a lot
Mario
more.
cooks
Than,
his
a lot
ass
more
off.
than
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
lot more.
Katie was more the
Mhm.
housekeeper type. Really had
Yeah.
things kind of buttoned up. Not say Mario and Joe don't.
Yeah.
But Mario knows his way around a kitchen.
He does, no doubt.
Yeah.
I had Katie cooked one meal when I was here. No. I don't want this to sound bad. That wasn't
right?
Hey
She made
man,
her famous dish,
hey, I
cereal.
remember that meal.
Yeah,
and-
that was
and
the
act-
one meal I remember
yeah,
too.
it was actually
She can
It's
cook her
'cause-
ass off.
Yeah,
I,
she's good.
I had asked. I was talking about it how I love home cooked meals, and the next
Yeah.
time I come over, she cooked. I think it was chili and
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, chili or
Yeah,
chicken
it was-
parm used to
it was-
rock.
it
and
was
she knew
good.
that. Cook
Maybe we can have
breast.
Mario make some chili. And
Yeah.
see
There you
compare.
go.
Oh my God, yes. Joe's
Oh, God.
ex's chili cook-off. I would love that. Yes.
We have the judges.
Yes.
Yeah.
The new guy that's
We
going to
love
own the house soon.
Amazing.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Jackson, you're a good sport. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for helping us.
Thank you very
raise
much.
some money on our
When you
Patreon.
say 285 bench, is that for one or are you repping that?
that's probably for one.
Great.
Yeah, probably.
Cool.
You feel better about
How many
that?
times can you do 225? Isn't that the thing? Isn't that-
220.
yeah.
You rep 225 at the combine. Yeah.
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
probably
What about
like
you,
10 or
Justin? What are you
11.
benching?
I've been doing band work.
Does it
A lot
start,
recently.
start with a
It
one?
starts with a 2.
Okay.
It starts with a 2. It ain't 285. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ain't that. It's
Band
285 on a Smith.
Yeah.
Band works good work.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. You
What-
heard him say it.
What
okay?
are you squatting?
I don't squat. My back's too
No,
bad.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
do squats. My back's shitty.
Is there anything? What about deadlift? Are you doing any of that?
I do deadlift. Yeah.
What do you deadlift?
We don't deadlift.
You know,
yeah.
dead.
Is there any athletic
deadlift.
thing that you think either one of us could do better than you?
How many push-ups can you do in a row?
I have not. I
Never
don't know.
tried?
Lots of guys-
Have you played golf before?
I was gonna ask you if y'all golf or not.
He golfs and he golfs well.
No, I don't golf well.
He
But
golfs
I do
really
golf. Do you
well.
golf well?
Scratch golfer.
I try.
All right.
I'm not very good.
I'm a
shoot-
fucking
shoot
fiend
like,
to go.
You know
karts.
what?
I shoot like 110.
Okay.
We're golfing. We're
Okay.
doing it.
Oh, I'm
Golf with
I'm
him.
it.
Yeah.
Bowl with Joe.
Yeah.
I'm a good
Go-karts.
bowler.
You can bowl. What's your high score?
My high score is like 170.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
didn't you
that
say? Were you
dwarfs
going?
Yeah.
mine.
Did you say?
I was pretty good.
Somebody told me that. Oh no, it was Mario. Mario said his mom bowled like a 3-0
Oh,
with like
shit.
one strike. That's
Jeez.
serious. Mario told me his mom was like one strike away from a 300.
Dude, did you
I
see?
kid you not.
It's not Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-il. That's his dad, the fat guy that runs
Yeah.
North Korea.
Yeah.
That they now have a Western edition of his biography has been released. Chapter 3. He says the first time he ever played golf, 11 hole-in-ones.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Fucking
do
hilarious.
Yeah.
11 hole-in-ones. The
Yeah.
first time he played golf, 38 under par.
First of all, there's not 11 holes and you can even reach the green in one shot.
no. Well, there is a North Korea just outside of Pyongyang.
Exactly,
Beautiful
yeah.
course. Yeah. Okay. So we'll have some physical challenges
All right.
for you soon.
We'll work on that over the
Okay.
summer. A little summer Olympics, a little decathlon
Okay.
Sounds
with
good.
Jackson here.
What are you having for dinner, real quick?
Whatever Mario's making.
Nah, probably this. I made some spaghetti the other night.
You did? You gonna have that?
nice.
I'll probably make some.
All right.
Can
There
Joe
you
have
go.
some?
Yeah, I made enough. I made enough.
I'm gonna eat the tortellini soup that Mario made.
No,
Jesus, sounds amazing.
That was really
Oh my
good,
God,
too.
what did he make last week when we got
It
done?
was like
Dude,
pork shoulder.
That pork
Oh.
shoulder
Yeah,
was
it was good.
stupid good.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he insisted I have some. I took some with me.
Yeah,
Really
he's-
good. Real
It was
good.
real good.
So, and also, if you have a podcast idea, think about it.
Yeah.
Because we'd love to do a one-off.
Yeah.
We'd love to do a one-off for the July 8th Patreon Palooza. Okay.
By the way, if you are listening to this, you need to switch over to YouTube.
Yes,
right? It's
yes.
so much more interesting. to
Jacking
get
it with Jackson.
Right. All right, bro.
That's
Thanks,
it. Thank you,
dude.
bud.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
it. Just slow the
Jackson.
fuck down.
Yeah,
See
okay?
upstairs in
Come
a little bit.
on. All right, you're our nation's fighting forces. There we
Yeah.
are.
The best
Soon
of
to
us.
be veteran.
There he
Our
goes.
quarterback.
Mhm.
Yeah.
God, look at
You're
his
welcome,
quads.
ladies. You're welcome.
Drink
for
it
that.
in.
Mhm.
Drink it in. Yes. Can't wait for you guys to hear.
And-
Here's why we're hard.
And now it got a lot less sexy. What a
So
fucking
much
drop
less
off.
sexy.
Yes.
285.
The new SHLP agenda. They're going to be talking about that, I'm sure.
285.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
thank you, Joe. What the-
Thank you.
I think that's a good. I think he did some good parenting there. Look, he was willing to pay for it. you
Nah,
know?
that's my
Yeah.
boy. He's an
You know,
adult. He's not a
coulda-
kid.
He
You know
could
what I mean?
have. He could have said, "I'm sorry." He could have done
We
that.
should
but-
Oh yeah, to get it. I'm sorry.
he
bro.
didn't.
No, I didn't get
Hey,
a single.
no.
I'm sorry. Yeah. He's about to go fight overseas unexpectedly. Okay?
His
There's a good-
podcast has never apologized.
Yes, there's a good chance he's on his way to Tehran in the
Yeah,
next year.
exactly.
Or two, so let
Mhm.
him speed a little bit here in Los Estados Unidos.
Mhm.
Hey, he's a young guy. He said, how old was he? 19?
19. Yeah.
Okay, so my boy, my stepson, he's 17. He's got another friend
Who
we'll
wins
go
in a
unnamed.
fight between Jackson? and-
Jackson. Okay, you know, I was 100 men versus one gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay, I love him, but 100 cabins ain't doing shit against
No.
one Jackson. I love him. He'd give him the fits. He'd give him the fits. Jackson would be winded by the end of it, but Jackson is not late for dinner. So we don't let him drink energy drinks. He's already got kind of a natural
Mhm.
anxiety. I feel like I've sort of imparted that on him. I'm
Hmm.
guilty about that, but we don't like him drinking energy drinks. He's a 17-year-old kid. And every now and then he'll sneak one. We'll find one like in his backpack. We'll be like, bud, what the fuck is this? And it's a green can monster, a classic green can monster, which if someone wants to look it up, I think it's 200 milligrams of caffeine. I know a Bang is 300.
What's in
Mhm.
a cup of coffee?
Anywhere from 65 to 90
Okay.
for an
Okay.
8-ounce cup of coffee. I know 5-hour energies are 220 or 260, depending on if you get the extra strength one. We're the ones that everybody's drinking now. The Celsiuses,
Okay.
those are 200, but it's a green tea caffeine. I'm drinking this stuff called Daily Dose, which is low dose caffeine
Mhm.
with like this chaga root or some shit. It's probably all placebo, and I've tricked myself into thinking. it's
Okay,
worth it.
man. If it's real to you,
If it's real to me,
yeah.
it's real to me. So we find out in the middle of dressing Gav down that he does the classic routine a kid will do and go, well, such and such is.
Right.
And if we're two wrongs don't make a right house. And we're going, well, we don't care that your buddy's drinking blank Monster energy drinks a day.
Oh, no.
How many Monster Classic green can these
And
days?
it's how many milligrams of caffeine are in each of
I
these?
believe. Did anybody look it up? Hold on, I'm going to do a quick search here. I just want
While
to make
you
sure I
do
got
it,
this. All right, let me find here.
It was an amount that he was using to justify drinking one. Was that what
Yes,
it is?
Monster green can,
Okay.
energy green can.
Kelsey's on board for
energy-
6. I was going
Yeah.
to go 4.
No, the fact that Justin is saying it means it's some ungodly amount of it's a
Please,
double digits for sure.
Oh no.
For sure, it
You
is.
think?
It is
Yes.
160 milligrams of caffeine
Okay.
per can.
So
Yes.
he is drinking 13 energy
What?
drinks a day. That's my guess.
It's not that bad. It's not
Okay.
that bad.
Oh, okay.
But it is an amount that you're like, what the fuck?
What
Okay.
is it? Is it 8?
He's drinking 8 Monster energy
God.
drinks a day, to where they're like pleading with him, can we get you down to 5? And I've met him, and he's a nice enough kid,
Yeah.
but he is like one of those fucking rubber vending machine balls that you bounce once and it's 13 walls.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling him to slow down. That I'm going, this might be the only liquid that goes in this kid a day. Let's do the math. He's drinking 8 of these things
yeah.
at $1.60 per can.
Right.
That is 1,280 milligrams of caffeine. Let's divide it by standard cup of coffee.
Is there like a daily you're supposed to have like a
You're supposed to keep it at 400 and under, and
Okay.
400 is on the high end. Right now,
Okay.
I'm trying to keep it at about
He
2.
Can't sleep.
He's drinking 18 cups of coffee a day, equivalent.
No,
Can't
also,
sleep, anxiety's through the roof.
That also
heart
means-
palpitations.
that the ones the last of the 8, the 6th, 7th, and 8th, he's drinking those at 4 o'clock and
They could be doing-
5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the
In the evening, he's drinking them before bed. They could be doing nothing. Those last few ones have
how
to
do you
be,
wean them off it?
I don't know.
Cold turkey? Or
You got to be. You once told me you drank more caffeine than most people I knew. Maybe Mike Anderson aside, who would rip off one Bang energy drink at the beginning of the show, one 5-hour energy in the middle of it, and he would have one Bang in the afternoon. That's a lot of fucking caffeine. But you once told me if you didn't drink your caffeine pretty early in the day, you got raging headaches.
Oh yeah, fuck
Bad
yeah,
head.
yes.
Can you imagine the
Oh, no.
absolute CTE this kid must feel if he doesn't start his day? I mean, on the nightstand, still under the covers, bring an energy drink to
Have
his
you
lips.
seen the movie Leaving Las Vegas?
Oh my God!
Remember,
it's
he's in the in the liquor store with the shopping cart, and he's in the shower. He's
Do you remember him?
Jesus.
It's Nicolas Cage trying to kill himself by drinking himself to death. Elizabeth Shue, I think. I think of that movie when he's opening up the fridge and is trying to get the vodka into the orange juice just to slow his hands down. That's what I'm thinking with this kid. That's a scary amount of caffeine.
Well, what about
I think
that?
you cut it in half to start. Let's just do that.
Space them out.
I'll say this.
Or replace everyone with a water, every other one.
Yes.
His parents,
Yeah.
I should beat them if they're in the poll. I should.
Yes, you should clearly beat
I should
them.
get more votes
That's
than the kids. The to allow that.
When I got my kidney stones, it was all caffeine induced because we found out when I had to do the food diary for my doctor, my urologist. He goes, I need you to don't change your diet at all. Do a food diary, and in 30 days we'll see if that's it, or if we see if it's some pre-existing condition. And I come to find out through this food diary in 2009, the only liquid that went in me for a month at a time was 3 Dunkin' Donuts large iced coffees a day, outside of booze.
Yeah.
The only liquid that went in me were 3 huge iced coffees. He goes, you're completely dehydrated. He's like, you turn your piss into silt. It was silt. You're just so fucking dehydrated.
I think I told you guys this. I know I have. That up until actually still today, I've never seen my father drink a glass of water.
Yeah, I don't.
Which is insane.
That's insane.
I've never seen it.
What's the first thing I do when I come over here? I come over here, I take this, thank you, ladies, and I fill this thing with water.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish
Thank
I
you,
drank
Brittany.
more water.
I
I definitely don't drink enough water for sure.
I quit soda for a while. Now I drink when I come over here, so that's on me. And on the road sometimes.
Yeah, I do love soda. I wish I drank. I wish I loved water. I struggle too to drink water.
There was a skater in Waldorf. I remember his name was Kerry Getz. He ended up being a friend of Bam Margera's and kind of floated on the outskirts of that Jackass crew, the CKY crew. And he was good. He was very good. If he in the world of comedy, he would have been a Scoville.
Okay.
As far as okay, go ahead, go do your thing. But we would skate in my friend Gordon's backyard, and his mom would have a whole sub fridge in this side room, Sprites, Diet Cokes, Sunkist root beers. And I remember him being the first kid I ever saw get frustrated because we didn't have cold water.
Oh, wow.
And him just being, I just get some water. And I was drinking out of the sink. Get any water anywhere? I'm like, yeah, but we got a whole fridge full of sodas. Oh, I just need water. Me being like turning my nose up at him.
If I
Meanwhile, elite level athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've said that before. If I could change, and I've said this on here, I know Mario's going to give me a hard time for repeating myself. That's one of the things that lets you know, like, you don't, that somewhere in the universe, they don't want you to do things to excess, because everything that tastes delicious is bad for you.
It's horrible for you.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. A Nestle Crunch bar, a Cinnabon, a full flavored Coke.
Now you find out
someone else's
seed oils.
pussy.
I can't.
Seed oils you can't have.
Bread,
Okay,
grains.
It's
they're
so
all
funny
bad.
you bring up the seed oil thing. I was asking Mudge about that earlier because I saw she's replaced all of her oils with avocado oil.
Yeah.
So this is what I was like,
I bought that once. I was like, why?
do you know the reason behind the seed oil bit? Why it's bad?
No.
It's more like a cigarette. If you apparently olive oil, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Olive oil is like one of the worst because it's got a low smoking temperature that when you cook in olive oil, not drizzle it like something or make a salad dressing, but if you cook it and it heats up, it releases like carcinogens like a fucking cigarette.
Is olive oil a seed oil?
It's a seed oil.
Well,
Olive
why
oil
isn't
is
avocado oil seed oil? They got that big
It's
ass
got that
seed
big
in it.
honking motherfucker in there. I don't know, but I guess people are replacing olive oil with avocado oil, and you shouldn't have sunflower oil and all that. You shouldn't heat it up because it releases the same chemicals that can be found in cigarettes. Like I thought it was like a cholesterol thing, or like
I don't even know. It's like when people say, "Oh, I don't want glutens." I don't know what a fucking gluten
the fuck's
is.
a gluten? I remember John Panette, R.I.P., one of the nicest guys I ever worked with in history. That big, fat, beautiful angel. He used to tell a joke on stage because he was a big, fat guy. He had an entire routine, like, point me to the buffet, I think was the name of his album. But he'd go, gluten.
The Chinese buffet.
It's a Chinese buffet. He's like, give me a cup of gluten for dipping. Give me a chicken tender with a side of gluten I could scoop some gluten into. He was a guy that would tip. I thought this was brilliant. And I know it's a little tangent here. He said, don't worry about impressing the managers of the club. Take care of the audience clearly. He goes, take care of the wait staff. He goes, take care of all the bartenders, take care of the bus boys, take care of the bar backs. Because if they like you, they will push to have you back because they made money. He gave everyone in that building $100.
Jesus.
He gave every
First of all,
20
in order
grand a
to do
weekend.
that, you have to make.
He gave every staff member $100. He tipped me an extra $100 at the end of a weekend. And people would be like, fucking bring Panette back.
Yeah.
Because they know they're going to leave with a C note in their wallet. I thought that was brilliant.
Keckner always goes into the kitchen first, says hello. He gives everyone that works there some sort of sticker or sign
Hooks
picture.
them up with a little something.
We'll take photos with them.
That's brilliant.
If there's like, they have some, oh, my friend loves you, and he'll do a video for them and stuff. He's really good at that shit. You know, else is good at things is the boys from Dork Dynasty. They're good at talking about video games. And this is the one, our boy Carl Heim. This is the game that he's looking forward to playing next. This is from the newest episode of Dork Dynasty on our Patreon.
All right, so the game that I'm looking forward to that I'll talk about next podcast is it's called Date Everything.
Okay, here we go.
Comes out this week.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, this looks like more of a Tommy Simbazo special.
What is this?
You can fuck a couch, so
Yes, you literally date everything.
mm-hmm.
And here's the one sheet description. You're stuck at home with no job and no hope, but you do have a pair of magical glasses that brings your house to life. Are you ready to date? Date everything in your home?
Date a smoke detector. Date a pillow.
Are you ready to date a house plant? Are you ready to date a wall? Are you going to cheat on the door frame with the air fryer? Are you going to back up to a doorknob while trying to woo a window pane? Holy shit.
So that looks fun.
Jesus Christ. Now, you pointed out it was such a blind spot for me, such a missed opportunity for me to have mentioned that in real life, as told on this program, I can't remember Patreon or not, but it's been so long. It's your story now. As a kid, I would fuck my couch. I would take a yellow and blue makes green Ziploc baggie, the one that used to just have the plastic flap.
Yes.
And I would just a little bit of Jergens. These days it'd be Flexol. We'll get into that in a second.
Yes,
I
yes.
tried it. And I would do this with it, kind of goop it up, put it between the cushion and where the couch met the cushion. I would place myself in it. I'd push down with my body weight and I'd fuck it. And I was caught because what I would do is I would just kind of I would bust.
Yeah.
I would pull out. I would go clean myself off, and I would leave the baggie in the sofa.
So you kept using the same baggie or get a new baggie?
Repeated baggies.
Okay.
New baggies every time.
But you never threw the old baggie out.
My dad once did the where's the remote? Flips open the couch cushion, and there's just like
that's a
20 nutted in bags under the sofa. He goes, what the fuck is this? And I think I cried. I ran to my bedroom. Just jerking off in a sandwich bags? Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, why don't you throw them away?
I remember.
I know. I want to get to the specifics.
Yeah.
It's on the corner of the couch or it's in the middle?
Dead the center sofa.
The center.
Like a long full-size sofa.
Now you're coming at an angle like
if this would be the sofa here. You know, matter of fact, I'm going to take this nice DLP board.
Yeah.
Pretend the table's the couch.
Yeah.
This is the board is the cushion.
Okay.
And in between, I would put the baggie right there.
Okay.
And then I put a
Good
little
height.
lotion. I would put my hands on each side for pressure.
Yeah.
And I get in there
Just do
and
that.
I would just
Now,
I'd sit there
are you
and
looking at a magazine?
Yeah,
sometimes I'd have a magazine.
Okay.
Yes.
Are
I
you?
would have
Did
a
you
copy
start?
of my dad's
Hold
Pure-
on, you said sometimes.
Sometimes I
Sometimes
would
just your memory.
I just got done watching Real Science.
Right.
About Kelly LeBrock's tits. Yeah.
Did you start get yourself going first the traditional way, or did you start with that?
I think I was hard.
Yeah.
From
I mean
12
the
until
session.
15.
I mean, do you start the
You
session
were
with your
hard for
hand?
3 years.
I would start with the baggie. I mean, if I
Okay.
just thought about like,
Yeah.
oh, dad's not here.
So
My
if
dick
you're
would be
at
like,
lunch,
let's go.
It's
No
cool. You
foreplay.
see like a tuna fish sandwich in a Ziploc bag, you get hard.
Oh, I mean, I can't even look at Icy Hot right now. Yeah. By the way, did anybody try my fucking Icy Hot bit? Did anybody out there take a fucking draw off some
chat,
Flexol?
chat. Let
Did
us know.
anybody? Please, if you haven't, I'm begging somebody to try it. Eric, if you're listening, somebody
it seems like
please
something Eric or Tommy
take
would have
the
done.
fucking rip. at the very end, I get it. It's a little bit of timing involved. Even take just pop the top on it. Don't go as deep as like a smelling salt. But right when you feel like you're about to throw a rope, take a rip of that. Oh, man. I mean, twice since the last podcast. Not all the time. I've kind of gone back to some standards, but I mean, if it's there,
and any of our listeners, if you do it, give us a review.
Tell me.
Give us an audio
Ladies
review. Right?
Too.
Yes.
If you're down there doing your stuff, please take a poll. I want to know if it works on you.
Was that even a, who knows?
Don't get it on your stuff. It's meant for smelling. I'm not saying apply. It's going to burn like the Dickens.
Yeah.
Famously, there's a former producer whose name we're not allowed to mention who had sex with another piece of furniture that was in his room.
Yes.
A beanbag chair. I'm not going to say this person's name.
No.
But one thing I forgot to mention, when I was very young, I was very worried that I wouldn't know how to kiss a girl.
Yeah.
I was very, very worried about that.
I get that.
Did you practice?
And I remember in the bathroom upstairs at Clare Road, I would make out with the mirror.
You'd literally, like, you mean mimic in front of the mirror or actually kiss the mirror?
I was making out with the mirror.
Do you know who else
your mouth is on the mirror?
That? Me.
You did it too?
I've Frenched a mirror probably 20 times.
So hold on.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I kissed a mirror.
Yeah.
I
kissed a mirror and I like this. Is
I
fucking showtime.
made out with. I would always wait till after the shower so you could see the lip imprints of me making out with the mirror.
Oh, so you
mirror,
left like
mirror on the wall.
That's right. I'd be able to.
Yeah.
You could
the
literally
hottest
see it,
daddy
right?
of them all.
Yeah.
Which was a mistake because I still remember to this day. My mother goes, "Hey, are you kissing the mirror?" I was like, "No."
God, we did weird shit to our bodies as kids.
I'm not kissing.
Okay,
kissing the mirror.
I'm
But
not doing that.
Yeah, you said you were worried about. How did you know you were doing a good job?
I didn't.
So it's like
Yes, I'm
so it doesn't
kissing a
give you any
flat.
help.
Yeah.
It probably made you worse.
Listen, you think if I had been able to think it through to that
Okay.
manner, I wouldn't have been doing it to fucking begin with anyway.
When you first kissed a girl, how did you go? Do you remember?
I remember
You couldn't be attracted to anybody that didn't look exactly like you.
the first girl that I kissed.
You're the one.
You're it.
I kissed girls, but I wasn't. But the
Right.
first time I made out,
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of worked your way through.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
Now she knew what she was doing,
Yeah.
but I was like, all right, let me just see if I can pull this off.
Okay.
And I did. I was able to pull it
Did
off.
you practice licking something else?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing. I think I know I've told this on here before.
Right.
I didn't jerk off till I was after college.
Jeez.
That's fucking
I told you that. I never forget.
insane to me.
Shout
I
out.
know.
I remember
I thought I was late. I was in like 16 or something.
No, I
my
was in
cousin,
middle
shout
school.
out Eddie. He was like, what are you jerking off? And I was like, no.
No.
And he goes, wait a minute, you're still pretending you don't jerk off? And I was like, well, I don't.
I don't at all.
And that's when I started and I never
Oh
stopped.
my God. He
never stopped.
challenged
Yeah.
you, dude. I
Never
mean, you
stopped.
probably can't remember the specifics of, but I mean, was it just this arc, just tendrils of fucking load? Like when you've never come,
Yeah.
you've never come.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Did you ever have a nighttime bust, like an accidental?
Yeah, I did have
Okay,
that.
so you had some of those.
I've
so
never had that.
Your
I know
balls
you've
weren't
had
just
that.
the size of like softballs. I
Right.
never have either.
I know.
I've never had it. I'd never had a wet dream.
I've thought I want it to happen.
No. By the way, SheLP, next time, this is what you guys are discussing. Weird ways y'all have jacked off. Okay. Because Kelsey, I know you got a
Yeah,
story.
well, Kelsey's been telling she's every object in her house.
Yeah.
I got a feeling
She's
Brittany's
got
taking
one.
a chapstick tube up the ass. Steph, oh God. So yeah, I want that next time around. The way
Real
you
quick,
fidgeted
and-
with your bits.
And apologies if I've told this story before, but I had a girlfriend, Heather Chadwick. That was her name.
The way to protect her.
I had a girlfriend, and she was graduating from high school when I was a sophomore in college. She was 1.5 years younger than me.
Right.
Okay. And they were going on a trip to Ohio to visit relatives, and I was going with them.
Mhm.
But we weren't allowed to sleep in the same room.
Yeah.
And so the night before we left, we were leaving early in the morning. So I slept on an air mattress out in the living room, and I had a wet dream.
No.
You busted it away
Wow.
I busted.
That sucks.
And I was like, let me get this. And I gathered up the sheets and I put them right in the fucking washing
Change of clothes.
washing
Dan,
machine.
how much was there that you needed to wash the sheets? I feel like that would have been contained to the boxers.
He decided to be thorough.
I
Were you
slept
sleeping
naked.
naked?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't.
Oh, tucked it. Yes.
No,
Slept naked with
well,
no cover.
As
Yeah.
you know, at that point in time, I wasn't sure. I was probably
Yeah.
a quart.
All right.
It's probably what
I'm having a Joe sleeping completely naked on top of a sheet.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is just me.
I have a question for the ladies. So I would imagine that a woman would be concerned, or at least how to perform oral on a guy. That might be something that they might think about. How do I know how to do it right?
How did you
Did
practice
they practice on something? Because that
Yeah.
seems like that would be a more easier thing to do. Just find a banana
Yeah.
or something.
pickle.
A pickle.
A
Yeah.
podcast host.
Yes.
We're here to help. Okay. So,
Practice on us. Yeah.
Practice
Hey,
on us.
You're not quite there yet.
Oh,
we'll have
God.
another lesson
You want
tomorrow.
to get Jackson back
Yeah.
down here?
You're doing a great job, Jared.
Brittany
Oh,
said never.
oh,
Seems
yeah.
super simple. I guess she was a natural. Yeah.
Oh, my
no,
God.
you
Yeah.
didn't do this.
By the way, yeah, I guess it is pretty fucking simple.
This is so, Jesse, that's it.
Yeah.
Keep it up. More
What-
balls.
Was it
No
you that had
concern.
the joke about girls that could tie the cherry stems?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
But they'll tie the cherry
that's
stem.
completely
Yeah.
unnecessary.
And I'm like, I don't. What? That's not impressing
Can
me.
you make
Yeah,
your mouth
can-
a circle?
I
Yeah.
tried to.
Do you want to impress me? Swallow the cherry
Swallow
stem.
the
That was
cherry- yes.
then rub it on your tits. That was the joke. Then I get a standing ovation.
And then you're carried out on shoulders like a
Exactly.
conquering war
Right,
hero.
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I know I've told the story of the cup of oil story my dad discovered. The baggies. Now I'm into the Flexol. I definitely think I put a toothbrush handle on my ass at one point.
Oh, which end?
The brushel. Yeah. Brush. Oh God, that'd be the worst. Just cleaning myself out.
God, that reminds me of how I had a friend. God, I don't want to say his name, but you've met him,
Mhm.
and he was so gnarly when we were like pursuing women
Mm.
in Ocean City. When we were lucky enough to be able to, go back to a girl's place, he'd go in the bathroom and he'd piss on their toothbrush.
Oh,
What a fucking horrible thing to do.
What an animal.
Yes.
What?
So yeah, I pissed on their toothbrushes. I like, you did?
Why, dude?
Oh, well,
That's
one of them.
bad
I'm trying to
mojo.
make out with one of them. I better do it tonight.
Yeah. You know who would do that? Waldorf fucking Pete would pull shit like that.
He would.
His mom had a retirement home before she passed away in South Carolina, a place called Fripp Island.
Mm.
It was a retirement community, no vehicles on. You could only have golf carts. We're staying at his parents' place, his mom's house. She's gone. We're on the deck. There are women. This is 2008. There's women one house over. And we're kind of like in the middle of the night, like smoking a J and like, what's
Mhm.
going on? Hey, and kind of hollering a little bit. And Pete just yells out, and I can't say it, especially during the month of June,
Mm.
but he goes out, "No thanks, ladies. We're boop," is a hardcore
Yeah.
gay slur.
Sure.
And they just go inside and they just leave. I'm like, you fucking idiot. We were playing a little flirtation tennis. Sounded
Hey, it was
good.
working.
It was
Yeah.
working. And he goes, not interested. Where? And then
It's hard to come back from that.
Yeah, an English name
Just
for a
kidding.
cigarette.
Yeah.
Psych. Like, what the? Why would you do that? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to get you to laugh. I mean, you did, but now
Yeah.
we're going back inside and watching, UFC 112 together.
It's worth it now to tell it 25 years
It's
later.
kind of worth it, but I wouldn't
I
mind
don't
getting
know.
laid while I was down there. That would have
Yeah,
been kind of fun.
I don't think
That'd
it's
been
worth
better.
it.
No,
Yeah.
I'd love to have bust.
Exactly.
Right? Go over there, piss on the toothbrush.
You've had a lot
fucking
more
leave.
laughs in your life than sex. I'll tell
Lot
you that
more.
much.
Yeah, fuck more sandwich baggies and women on Fripp
Yeah.
Island.
We only have a little bit of time left, but I want to hear. I started to watch this documentary that
Dude.
you wanted to talk about.
Brutal shit. Titan, the Ocean Gate
I don't know if I can
submarine.
watch it. That shit freaks me
I
out. man.
remember
Are you
talking
claustrophobic?
Yeah.
It'll trigger that shit.
I can't.
Hard.
I can't.
I'm
I
badly claustrophobic.
I don't even. I'm not even. Don't want to talk about it.
It's bad.
Yeah.
you can take your headphones off.
It's
I-
dude. It's rough.
I remember covering this when I was doing. It was
Yeah. Hey,
happening.
you're right. I can't hear you at all. Now.
I can't hear.
Wow. Am I by
Oh my
myself?
god! I feel like I'm in a soundproof room.
So funny.
You took them
Yeah,
off.
yeah. He's fucking 1 foot away from me, talking nothing.
It's actually louder.
That's what a great
Yeah.
dad would say.
Oh my god, that's a fun dad right there. Holy shit!
So I remember talking about that, and they remember there was a time where they were like, "Oh, we're looking for him," and everybody's like, "We're not really.
We're
looking.
not finding them.
We're not looking. We might be looking for people that have been compressed.
You might find people that would fit in this fucking soda can.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what it reminded? Did you watch it?
No, just
Okay.
I started. I don't remember what happened. I had to leave or
It
whatever.
it gets pretty brutal. The first thing I thought of by the end of it was the rehearsal with Nathan
Mm.
Fielder this new season. It's all based on people not being able to tell someone else, "Hey, man, this isn't fucking working.
Yeah.
I'm taking the controls." It's all about someone not being able to look at someone else and go, "I get that you're more powerful. I get that you're richer. I get in some cases you're my boss. I'm here to tell you this does not work. This cannot work. This should not work. You should not do it." And people not doing that because they were scared. And then the instances where they did speak up, which is what Nathan Fielder tried to do in avionics, airline piloting in the new episode of the rehearsal. This psycho, this guy Stockton Rush, this cocksucker, he'd just fire you. He'd fire you.
It's a name of a
he was like Dan Snyder.
He wouldn't just fire you. He would fire you and try and ruin your life.
Jeez.
Really?
He would tell people, it's nothing for me to spend $50,000 to ruin someone's life. $50
not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh, no, he was Listen, the other 4 on that thing did not deserve to die. That guy deserves to be down there as fucking fish food.
His name rhymed with Crush.
Yes. Well, it's what happened. It's so fucking scary. This guy discussing carbon fiber hulls. I had no idea what carbon fiber was. I just know like super tuner cars love to use them as hoods, and they kind of look slick and like automotive shit. There's strings of carbon tightly wound together with this epoxy to form a solid whatever, like a solid piece of material. Super light, super strong, but it still is little strings, like guitar strings. And he wanted to build a submarine out of these things. He does. And the people on this thing go, we got an idea. We're going to set up little tiny microphones hooked up to recording devices in speakers to where if the pressure gets bad, these things start to snap like strands of hair. And we'll have such a sensitive microphone, you'll be able to hear it. And they're like 1,000 feet down. You hear ding, 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 bang, 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 and then it sounds like Slash playing a fucking solo as all these fibers are shredding. Like, okay, we can go ahead and take it up. And they bring this thing to the surface, and the engineers are looking at it like this thing was shredding itself. They're like, yeah, we'll build another one. We'll go back down. We'll build it thicker. Like, it doesn't matter. Mathematically, it's a lock. This thing's going to implode. Fuck you. You're fired. Your wife is fucking fired. The lady that does payroll, she's the new pilot. They had the lady from fucking payroll made her the pilot. She's like, I don't want to do it. Fuck you. You're fired. How about the intern we hired fresh out of college? Hot young woman, you'd be a great face for this thing, girl power. She's like, okay, this would be kind of great. How much am I getting paid? Nothing. Lateral move. Fuck you. I'm not doing it. Fuck you. You're fired. Well, he's just firing people. Finally, he's the guy himself. He's like, I'll fucking pilot it. And then he gets killed. And you hear the audio of the tests.
God fired him.
God fired it. He had one lead engineer that was like, I need to inspect this thing. I'm begging you. I'm trying to save your life. I'm trying to pull the gun out of your mouth with your finger on the trigger, and you won't let me. Fuck you, you're fired. They put him in front of Congress. This guy, Stockton, he's like, I could buy a congressman. There's nothing you can do. And then his Steve Huber fucking killed him. It's so scary to hear how many people
were
along
down
the way.
there with him?
5.
Okay,
dude.
And I was. Didn't it cost like? Don't they pay like
$100,000?
$100,000.
Yeah,
there
was pay for your death.
He made $500,000, and they were all like billionaires, right?
There was a couple of adventurers. There was another. There was this guy that had been to the Titanic like 38 times.
Right. There was one guy. Remember that he had been there a bunch of times, so he knew it could be done. Not by this guy.
One more millionaire who was more like an industrialist. It was the Indian businessman.
Yeah,
and his
son.
That shit.
His
fucking
claustrophobic.
Yeah,
son.
he didn't want to go.
This kid
he didn't want to go.
Was like begging the day of. There was a YouTuber that went to go, and for whatever reason, he backed out at the last minute. Oh, they did a test dive. That's right. They did a test dive. When the thing came back up, they looked at all the stress fractures on this thing. They highlighted with a marker on the hull. It looked like someone was drawing a picture of a lightning bolt. Like, this is where the thing cracked at a third of the way down. Like, we'll patch it up and go tomorrow. He goes, fuck no, I'm out. The very next day, gone.
It's on Netflix, right?
It's so
I
rough. If you're claustrophobic, I might
I'm not
going to
watch it. I'm not going to watch it, but I do have a good segue for you guys.
Please.
As we talk submarines, Yellow Submarine is a song by the Beatles. Did it make it on the latest episode of Track Off that Joe and I just recorded?
What a couple of great albums
the
you ran
Beatles
by me earlier.
And The Who. It'll take me a few days to edit it, but it'll be coming hopefully by this weekend or something. It's a little more complicated editing process. But Brittany, I know you're very happy, big Beatles fan. And then Justin, you looked over our albums, and of course, you guys can vote once you hear them. But who you take?
I gave you the nod from an emotional standpoint. There's a song on yours. I could have loved the other 9 songs.
No, it was me. It was mine.
I thought that was yours.
No, that was mine.
You didn't have Blackbird on yours?
No, that's mine.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Joe, you got the win.
There you go.
Yep. Sorry.
Again, look for that. Also, we'll keep the polls going. Is there a poll from
Poll
tonight we can
suggestion,
do?
by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Couldn't the poll involve Jackson?
It can.
Who should pay? Who should be responsible for the fine?
Hey,
Yes.
I don't care what that poll says. He's responsible.
No, I think the
Unless-
question
who
is:
should
should
pay?
Joe pay a percentage of this?
Should Joe pay the fine? Okay. Does Jackson pay it? Joe pay it? Jackson percentage? Joe percentage?
Right,
Or does the
okay.
DLP universe pay this thing
Yes.
off with fresh Patreon subscriptions?
Yeah, there you
You
go.
could help
There
pay it
you
off
go.
tonight by bumping your 5 to 10, your 10 to 20, or your 20 to 50.
Yeah.
So July 8th, get ready for more episodes of more DLP shows you love, and you're going to be able to shake a stick at episodes you've never heard of,
Mhm.
including the freshly invented Rob. Here's Why We're Hard, featuring certain people in the audience tonight.
Mm.
So can't wait for that. Wish you appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week, July 8th. Don't forget Murder Mystery, July 5th.
Yes, Magoobies.
Saturday. It's going to be here's the answer is murder.
Correct.
Volume 2.
Mhm.
It's great. We're proud of it. Hopefully this one's funny and makes sense, unlike the fucking Rams Head audience member that said it didn't. It's great. We're proud of it. We'll see you there. DieLaughingProductions.com.
See ya.
See ya.